What's a kill count, minus Luigi? Unfortunately, I will not be doing a Thanksgiving special. I was planning to do one, but unfortunately, there was no Thanksgiving horror movies I could do, so yeah. But anyways, today we'll be talking about the Killer Tom remake, currently directed by Monk. And it's of course a remake of the original Killer Tom. And well, man, this remake was needed. You see, the original Killer Tom had some issues, like the acting and the story. And the remake fixes that, with a huge improvement of the acting, and the story being better and making sense now. So, how many kills will this reboot get? Well, let's find out and get to the kills. The movie begins with Nick coming back home from, well, school of course. And he's actually doing pretty good, so his parents promise him that if they keep it up, they'll buy him something. Anyways, then we see Nick's little brother Josh. So his parents tell them to bring Josh to the park, so they can have alone time. Ooh. Anyways, Nick agrees, so they go, and well, it doesn't look like a park, but whatever. Anyways, they get cozy in the fire and talk for a bit. Anyways, then Josh sees Tom. Ooh. But when he turns around, he's not there anymore. So Nick doesn't believe him. But when Josh gets whining about it, Nick says he'll check it out. So he pretty much just left Josh alone. Now it's a very bad choice, since now Tom's gonna kill him. Anyways, after Tom stabs him for a bit, he's dying. Before he dies, he tells Nick who killed him. And well, as we know, it's Tom.
Mom! Dad! Get over here! Mom! Dad!
Sorry, that's funny to me for some reason. Anyways, the parents come and see their son's dead body. But no time to cry because Tom's here to kill you. And Tom kills the mom first with one stab. Then the dad tries to attack Tom, but he gets killed too. And now Nick is the last one in the family about to get killed. But then a cop arrives. Yay, the day is saved. But Tom gets a higher ground and shoots a gun. So the cop leaves? Dang. And now it's back to Nick. But Tom decides to tell him why he's doing this before he kills him. Which is a little forced, but whatever. But then Josh is still alive, but I already counted his deaths, so it doesn't matter. But now because Tom is distracted, Nick is able to escape.
Where is he? Where?
Oh dang, Nick got a gun now. Anyways, after Nick shoots Tom leaves, and Nick is able to call the police. And when the cops arrive, Nick tells the whole story, and now they're on a manhunt. And Tom gets to kill some cops, one getting stabbed by the gut and shot, and the other two also getting shot. Anyways, Tom hides behind a tree waiting for his next victim. But before he can attack, he gets shot and handcuffed. But before they take Tom to jail, they tell Nick how they caught him and will take Nick to an orphanage.
I should have shot him in the head while I had the chance.
Anyways, they put Tom in a prison cell, but Tom says that he'll escape eventually. But one of the cops tell him that they have 24/7 security, so it'll be pretty hard to escape. Anyways, Tom meets his cellmate, who is also a killer. And Tom asks him if he knows how to escape. He says he doesn't, but Tom threatens killing him if he doesn't tell him. So he tells Tom that there is a way to escape, but it's always guarded by cops. And that's no problem for Tom, so they gotta find a way to break out of the cell. The guy tells him that there's some sharp knives in the cafeteria that he can use.
How much longer until it's lunch break?
It is now lunch break.
That's the bell.
Head to the cafeteria
Time to
to
get out of here.
Anyways, after they all head to the cafeteria, a bunch of stuff happens, but then they get their food. And it's meatball or meat sauce surprise. But Tom doesn't like that food, he thinks it's disgusting, but he's able to grab a sharp knife and go back to his cell. And later that night, he uses a sharp knife to break out of his cell. And now it's time for some more kills. Because, well, the cops see him trying to escape. And when they confront him, he kills the first and second cop by doing them. Oh, and the same goes for the third cop. Then Tom also kills these other three cops by using the gun that he got. So he shoots all three of them. Then these other four cops see the dead body, so they go and check out what's happening. Anyways, one of the cops see Tom, and Tom shoots him and kills him. Then the other three cops hear the gunshots and check it out, but also get shot. So, yeah. Then Tom escapes and is stopped to kill some more people, probably. Anyways, we cut to a campsite where basically this guy named JJ is telling his friends about a guy named Tom the Killer. Or like they say, the White Eyes Killer. Then JJ basically explains the beginning of the movie, how Tom killed the entire family. Anyways, after JJ says all this, it's time to go to sleep. So everyone goes in their tents and sleep.
Well, hopefully the White-Eye Killer doesn't get us. Can you shut up?
Hey, come on, man, you shouldn't say that right in this movie. Oh, Tom's here. Anyways, in the middle of the night, we see one of the campers wake up. And they want to make themselves some s'mores, but they don't know that Tom is watching. Anyways, they try to grab some s'mores, but they hear some noises.
What was that? Whoever's there, I trained in the military.
Oh, well, it's Tom, who, oh my god! Well, that is not a pretty scene. Anyways, it's time for Tom and a camper who is played by Red Boy Gorilla, by the way, to fight. Anyways, after their pretty cool fight scene, another camper is here to help, but...
You know what, this fight's pretty dumb.
Dang, rest in peace. Anyways, we cut to a news station where they're interviewing Gary since he was a survivor of the Killer Tom. He's just being asked a bunch of questions about the Killer Tom. Then a news reporter receives more bigger news, so he kicks out Gary and tells everyone that Tom has escaped jail. And Nick does not like that, so he wants to deal with it himself. But he needs to get Gary so they can be it together. So he goes and tells Gary to help him since he's his last hope. And Gary agrees, so they go to the forest where most of the murders happened. And then they decide to split up. Not a good idea. And hey look, Tom is here watching them. And Tom first knocks out Gary, dang. Anyways, Nick calls out to Gary, but Gary doesn't respond. And then realizes that Tom probably killed him, but Tom wants to play a game of hide and seek. And after some searching, Nick eventually finds Tom and also gets knocked out. Anyways, Nick and Gary wake up and realize that they've been kidnapped by Tom. And hey, where is Tom? Oh, there he is. Acting all creepy. Anyways, he walks up to them, about to kill them. But he misses? Dang. Anyways, now it's time for them to kill him. But Tom will go down without a fight. Anyways, they all have a pretty nice fight scene in my opinion. Anyways, then Tom escapes and now it's time for a chase scene. But don't worry, cause they'll get help from these cops. Well, by chasing him, but nothing else really. Anyways, it's time to go to the canyons. Anyways, after a little bit more of the chase scene, Nick and Tom are face to face again. And it looks like he's about to get killed, but thanks to his strength and Gary's gun, he gets the upper hand. So after Nick and Gary pretty much just mess up Tom, to be honest, Nick gets his revenge.
This is everything you've done to my family and me. I hope you like your life like my brother did.
I was thinking about not counting Tom's kills since in the original he does come back, but whatever. Anyways, the movie ends with people being killed. Wow, what a happy ending. So, how many kills does this remake get? Well, let's find out and get to the numbers. 22 people died in the Killer Tom remake, 21 males and 1 singular female. Also, just if you wanted to know, the original Killer Tom had 18 deaths, while the remake had 22. So nice, we got more deaths in the remake. Anyways, the award for the best kill will go to AJ and the others, because the blood edited on them are awesome. And the award for the lamest kill will go to these two campers, because they just got shot. And that was the Killer Tom remake, a pretty good remake. Anyways, my name's Luigi, have a good Thanksgiving next week, and this has been the Kill Count.